Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? We're back, dude. Some more Leetcode, another day, another problem. Oh, some more problems. I think it is pretty late. I mean, I just finished up class on campus, but I think what we're gonna do today, I'm still not feeling the best. But hang on. Man, it hurts when I cough, dude. Hurts when I cough now, but it's because I've been coughing so much. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna solve a couple Leetcode problems, and then we're gonna work on designing our UI class and kind of what we're gonna have, and kind of figure that out. So do that a little bit on stream, and I think that's the goal for the stream. So let's take a look at some problems. We'll take a look at the daily problem first. Find closest person. Let's take a look at this. Let's move this over here. Let's get our Excali draw. So we're given three integers, x, y, and z, representing the positions of three people on a numbered line. X is the position of person 1, y is the position of person 2, z is the position of person 3, who does not move. So z does not move. Okay. Both person 1 and person 2 move toward person 3 at the same speed. Determine which person reaches person 3 first. Return 1 if person 1 arrives first. Return 2 if person 2 arrives first. Return 0 if both arrive at the same time. Return the result accordingly. Position 1 is at position 2 and can reach person 3 at position 4 in 2 steps. Okay. Person 2 is at position 7 and can reach person 3 in 3 steps. Since person 1 reaches person 3 first, the output is 1. Since person 1... Okay. Okay. So let's think about this. We have our input here. Just grab this here. So we have our input. Let's kind of put that down here. Right, we have our input here. So we're just checking. Okay. Both person 1 and person 2 move toward person 3. Okay, so really our person 3 is what we want, right? So we have 4 here. Right? So we have 2, we have 7, and we want to move towards person 4, right? It takes 2 steps, right, to get here, and it takes 3 steps to get here, so then we would return X being person 1. So I'm thinking probably some sort of while loop, right? So while X does not equal Z, or y does not equal z. Then what do we want to do? Well, we can, if x is greater than z, right? We need to check if it's greater than, right? So because if it's greater than z, then we need to do the opposite, right? So if it's greater than z, then we decrement x. Else, then we would increment z, increment x, right? And we do the same over here, right? Y is greater than z, decrement y. Otherwise, else, we would just increment it. I believe this should work. Unless there's some other edge cases, but while here, we'd exit the while loop, and then we would return how can we do this? In Python, I would have done it in one line, but I'm trying to think how we do this in C++. Let's see here. Oh, bro, my chest hurts so bad, dude. Well, I guess technically, I guess we could probably do the absolute value, right? Now I think about it, I didn't really think about that. So what do we need here? We need a return 1 if person 1 arrives first, return 2 if person 2 arrives first, return 0 if both arrive at the same time. So I guess if maybe we need some sort of check here, right? We need to, okay, if if x is equal to y, we return 0. Otherwise, we return... how would we write this return statement here, dude? I'm trying to think. If return 1. Can we do inline return statements in C++? Can you do ifs? I actually don't know return statement in C++. In conjunction with return statements in C++ is kind of effective. Okay. Well, no, I'm thinking more of something else. I don't know what it's called in C++, but let's just try it out. Return 1 if we can do return 1 if x is equal to z. Right, return 1 if person 1 arrives first. So if x is equal to z, we return 1, else 2, colon. See if that works. Try 1 expected, return after statement, return 1. Maybe you can't do this. You can't do an else here. How would we... Can you do an else here? I actually don't know what's wrong with this code. What's wrong? What's wrong with this code? Let's check with Claude, dude. What's wrong with this code, man? This is not Python, dude. C++. Probably should have specified that. Is C++. I fucking did a colon, dude. Shit. Can't do that in C++. So what do you need to do? You need to do a conditional ternary operator. Okay. So okay, return x equal to z. If it's true, it's 1. Otherwise, it's 2. So hopefully this works now. I think that should be good. Oh, whoops. We don't want it inside the while, though. We want it outside the while. Yep, that looks good. Let's return it. No, we got a infinite while loop here. So if x is greater than z, right? If x is greater than z, we want to go negative, right? If y is greater than z, we want to go negative.
Oh shit, it's gonna keep going, right? Because we're not actually returning anything. Oh no, it should exit here. While x does not equal z, or while y does not equal z. Maybe we don't even need a while here. Thought a while would be probably the most simple way to go about this, but while x does not equal z, or y does not equal to z. Why is this not working here? Return 0, return 1, return 2. I think we could check the absolute value here, but I think for what I'm doing here, this probably wouldn't work. Maybe instead we can... I'm going to take this code for now. I think there's a better way to do it. So I think what we can do here is we can do... let's do... int a is equal to the absolute value of x minus z, right? Int b is equal to the absolute value of x minus z. I don't know how you do this in abs and absolute value in C++. How do we do it? So it is the same abs, okay. Abs function for floating point type symbol is overloaded. Okay. In a x minus z, we can do if a is equal to b, we turn 0. Otherwise, we return. That we'd have to change this statement though. We would return. How would we do this instead? Well, if they're the same, we return 0. If 1 arrives first, so we'd have to check, okay, if a is less than b, we would return 1, because that's closer. Otherwise, we'd return 2. So I think that should work. Oh, got a syntax error here. My bad. Gotta wait now. Okay. 274. We're getting output of 0. Output of 0. So we're not doing this properly. Oh, this is meant to be y. Whoops. There we go. Submit that. Cool. Is there a better way to do it? Okay. I was thinking about the while loop here. Is there a while loop solution? So they do just divide it. I was thinking about a while loop solution. I don't know. Cool. trying to think here. I feel like we had something wrong here. Let's bring back this other code because I want to think about what I was doing wrong here. Maybe we want to check, instead of checking out here, we can do, okay, if x is equal to z, then we can return 1. If y is equal to z, we can return 2. Let's put this all on one line, make it a little bit more readable. Right now it's kind of frustrating to read. So many brackets everywhere. Let's do x minus minus. Oh. Okay. Let's put this all on one line. Y. Oh shit. Put this all on one line. Let's make sure this runs. Okay, so that worked. So that was our issue here. Maybe we didn't need this. Let's see if this submits. Nope, no void function does not return when error generated. Do we have an extra? Non-void function does not return a value in all control paths. So I think really what we need here is we need an infinite loop here. I think that's our issue. We're exiting and we're not able to return. We're not returning anything. 854 at 866, dude, what? X is 19, Z is 19. We increment. We output 2, but the expected is 1. What, dude? Doing late streams? No, dude. I told you, Ryan, I've gone back to school, dude. So, it's a lot harder to stream at the same time every day because I have shit going on. My goal is to stream at the time I usually do at 6 p.m. It's not really a late night stream. I mean, you can't really see the time on my computer, but it's only 8:30 here. I usually stream at like 5 or 6. I'm gonna keep trying to do that. But it's just tough with school, dude. My schedule is a little bit more unpredictable. I also have been interviewing too, so yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I know it's tough with the times. I'm going to keep trying to stream at 5 p.m. every day. So this is a little bit later. This is 3 hours later than I usually do. So I'm going to keep trying to do it at 5 p.m. every day, 5, 6 p.m. But sometimes it's tough. Like I had class at night today, so I just couldn't. And I had work, dude. I worked from 12 p.m. to 6 and then had class till 8. So, and I just got back. So, well, this time is perfect for me. It's 7 a.m. for me. Well, that's great, dude. That's great. For some other people, it's not. So, I mean, but it's whatever. So, let's put on some lo-fi, dude. Anyway, I'm not really too sure what my bug is here, bro. I'm getting X and Y here. Oh, Aziz 19. I understand. Okay. Oh, so our X is automatically 19. We're expected 1, but we output 2. That's weird because we should return 1. Oh. It's because we don't have a base case, I think, here. So if x is already equal to something, we would... Let's do that out here. Let's do some base cases out here. Let's do like if x is equal to z, straight away, we just return 1. Then we check y is equal to z, we return 2. Let's see. Am I gonna update the hackathon vlog soon? Yes, I am. I am gonna upload it. I have to edit it, dude. So I currently haven't started editing it yet. Again, I've been like extremely busy. I had an interview today. I have a technical interview on Monday. So I guess that's a little update for people on the stream. I have a technical interview on Monday. So I've really been studying hard for the technical interview. I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know if I'm going to have to live code. I don't know if I'm just going to be talking about my projects or talking about, you know, my knowledge, I guess. But, yeah. I've just been really busy, Ryan, and I'm taking a software engineering capstone class. So we're building like a restaurant management system. So I have to start working on that now. I'm actually probably going to work on it on the streams too. But, yeah, bro. So like, I'm just really busy. Like, I don't even have time to work on my own projects. I work. I want to stream every day and continue to stream. So it's tough to fit everything in. But yes, I will be uploading it. Sorry, little long story short. But I'm either gonna edit it myself or I'm thinking about paying an editor. So I'm not sure because I do have a lot of footage to go through. So we have one more case here. We have if z is equal to. Sorry, if x is equal to y, just want to return 0. Dude, this is like the sloppy way of doing this, bro. Look at this, dude. This is not needed. I'm making a little simulation from this. What do you think, though, Ryan? Should I edit it myself or should I pay an editor? What do you think? It is a lot of footage, so. Yeah, we can do some palindrome partitioning, dude. Solve this April 18th. Given a string S, partition S such that every substring of S is a partition is a palindrome. Return all possible palindrome partitioning of S. So every substring of the partition is a palindrome. Return all possible palindrome. Let's see. How's the stuff going, Ryan? The tutorial, dude. Have you made some good progress? I feel like, I mean, I haven't spoke to you in a week, so maybe you made some good progress. Oh shit, not this one. We don't want that. We want the actual input. Yeah, I'm thinking about paying someone. It's just tough, dude, because it's kind of expensive, bro, and I don't have a lot of money to, you know, pay someone to edit it, but, you know, I guess the budget would be anywhere between $50 and $100, but it's definitely tough, so. Given a... Given a string S, partition S such that every substring of that partition is a palindrome. Return all possible palindrome partitionings of S. Return all possible palindrome partitioning of S. How is this a palindrome, dude? Oh, okay. These are the own separate ones. These are A, B, are all considered palindrome. Yeah, it is going great right now. I've taken a break from that and started practicing HTML, CSS, and JS by creating a website for my father. There you go, dude. That's dope, man. That's the way to do it, dude. So really, we want to partition areas here. So let's think about this here. Let's create like a vector of, we want strings here. A vector of strings. We can call this res. And then we probably want a std string of the current. Maybe we want a separate, we need a backtracking function here. Probably a void function. We can call it backtrack. Passes in our, let's see. Why is your viewership so low today? I don't know, dude. Past recent streams, dude, the past 4 or 5 streams, like right before I left, normally it averages around 20 to 50, I guess. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Recently, just YouTube hasn't been pushing out my streams, dude. I don't know. Don't know why. Couldn't tell you. So, I don't know. Maybe one day YouTube might push me out again. I guess it really depends, dude. I guess when I look at the analytics, a lot of people that watch my streams at least the past 3 or 4 days have all been subscribers. So, like 80% of it has been subscribers. But yeah, YouTube just, I don't know, dude. My viewership has been a lot lower and my live streams haven't been pushed out as much, so I don't know. I don't really mind though, to be honest. I do this more as like a self-documentation journey, I guess, and I guess for the people that see it and want to keep hanging around and stuff, that's really what matters. So, you know, I do it more for fun, so not really care that much about the viewership that much at all, to be honest. To be honest, I'm used to getting 0 viewers most of the time, so hang on, let me shut my door 1 second. Alright, so let's think about this. In our backtracking function here, we want to pass in our vector of strings, right? Our res, we want to pass in our cur, std string cur. We want a reference to these, right? So let's add a reference. So we have our backtracking function now. We have our partitioning function. We want to call this function here. Oh, we probably want to pass in our string s too. Now I think about it. I guess we can do our... Well, I want you to know that I'll be watching you. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. That's all that matters, bro. Just the people that always come back and cheer me on to keep going is the most important thing to me. So it's all part of the journey, bro, and all part of the process, dude. So the ultimate goal is to get a job. And hey, you know what, Ryan? I might get a job, dude, soon. So you know, I have a technical interview on Monday, so if it goes well, I mean, who knows? So maybe I might have a job next week. I don't know. std string reference s. Okay. We probably want like a integer I too, probably, right? I mean, to think about where we're at, right? So I'm gonna call this function here. Pass in our. I hope you do, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Res cur. We want s and we want our I being 0. Good luck for that. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, dude. Okay, so let's think about this. How exactly do we want to backtrack this, right? So we're given our string here, right? So we have A, B, right? How do we want to think about this? Well, we want to iterate through this, right? Probably using some sort of for loop, right? Iterate through each element and have our cur, right? Our cur being the element that we're looking at, right? So really in here, we want to think about one, we want a base case, right? One, we want a base case of the base cases, right? One being the length of one curs. How long are you planning to stream today? I don't know, dude. I haven't had dinner yet, so thinking probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I plan on doing a couple Leetcode problems. Hopefully these don't take as long as one that I've looked at this one before, so I have a little bit of an idea kind of how to go about it, but yeah. The goal is I want to work on the game on stream too. Which is better for designing website, Figma or Palindrome? I'm not really too sure, bro, to be honest. Palindrome. I've never heard of that, to be honest. You said Palindrome. You said, do you mean Palindrome, what I'm using, or Figma? I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm not really a big front-end guy, to be honest. I kind of just go with the flow and kind of think about things I want to add and get inspiration from other stuff, but I don't know, dude. Whatever helps you, dude. Whatever floats your boat, bro. Whatever floats your boat, man. Yeah, Palindrome. I don't know, dude. I've never tried Figma. I mean, I know what it is, but cur.size is equal to 1, right? Then we always know that it's going to be always palindrome, right? So this is one of our last base cases here. One of our base cases, sorry. What do we want to do here? Well, we want to do res.pushback. Because normally everyone using Figma. Well, then that's probably the way to go, bro. Probably use Figma. Res.pushback. Okay. Right, and then we can probably return. Probably want another base case, right? So, how can we check that it's a palindrome? Well, we probably need a palindrome checking function, right? With some sort of pointers to check if it's palindrome, right? So now I think about that, we will probably need a bool check palindrome function, right? That passes in our cur or our std string reference cur that passes in our need an int I and an int j. I think that's all we would need, right? So if check palindrome, right, then we want to push back the string that we're looking at, right? Push back our cur. and then return. Then we need our recursive part, right? Recursive, right? So probably I've shared a picture and disk in the general channel. Okay, let me take a look. Oh yeah, bro. Figma looks way better, dude. Use Figma. Yeah, I think Figma's the way to go, bro. I would say. Okay. We have our check palindrome function, right? The way we would check check a palindrome is we do a 2-pointer call, right? So, while I is less than j, right? Yeah, dude, Figma's definitely much better, right? We do our recursive call here. Check palindrome. We want 0, and then we want the cur dot size -1. While I is less than j, we want to do if cur I does not equal cur j, then what do we want to do? We want to return false, right? Otherwise, we want to do I++, j -. Move our pointers, then we'll probably return true, right? So this is just a simple 2-pointer check. So simple palindrome check 2-pointer, right? I believe that's good. Our backtracking function. Do you watch Mr. Robot? No, I do not watch Mr. Robot. What is that? Are you gonna say I look like Mr. Robot or something? I'm not sure what this is, bro. Oh shit, it's a TV show. On Tubi, dude. But no, I do not watch Mr. Robot. We have our recursive solution here. For our recursive part, check palindrome, we check here, return true. Then we have our backtracking function that does our check palindrome, our base case is here, and then we have our recursive part, right? So our recursive part would be, well, backtrack. What do we want to do? Well, we want to cur dot. No, I'm trying to think. How will we do this recursive part? Probably want to loop, right? So 4 times equal to 0. I is less than cur dot size, right? I guess maybe we could do int n is equal to cur dot size -1, instead of always checking cur dot size, which is kind of a little bit of a performance issue a little bit, because there's going to be a backtracking function, so it's going to get called multiple times. Maybe we can do, we have n here, yeah, so we call it once here, and it's solve 1 access time. think here. I is less than n, I plus plus. We already have an I though. So maybe instead of, we don't need to redeclare here, we just do I is equal to 0. Come here, recursive. What do we want to do here? Well, either we want to append, right? Code.append the value at that specific point. So what would that be? That would be resi. No, not resi. Sorry. Si. Right? We call our backtracking function, and then we backtrack from that point, right? So we want to backtrack, so we pass in res cur s and our current I that we're at. So whatever the value is of I, right? So, and then we'd want to pop and go to the next value. So that looks good. It's a void function, so we don't have to return anything. Our palindrome, our code.size, our backtracking function. Yeah, our base cases here. Push our res. Let's give this a run. Oh shit, we need to return something here. So let's return our res. Right, that's what we want to return. Compile error. Line 7. We're trying to return a vector of vectors, but we have a vector of strings, so we want a vector of a vector of strings, right? So yep, maybe that should fix it. We have a non-const L reference to type vector std string cannot bind to value of unrelated type vector string. Oh shit, I think I know what's wrong. We need to fix the type here. Yeah, I think that's our issue right there. There are no matching member function for pushback. No matching member function. Right, because we're pushing strings, right? We want actual vectors inside of it, so we need to make what I'm trying to think here, some sort of, we have our curving that. Maybe we'd probably need like thing is, every single function call that we pass here is we'd have to check result pushback return, check palindrome, result pushback return. It's because we're appending a string directly to an array, directly to the vector, so we're expecting a vector of strings, but technically we want a vector of a vector of strings. But I'm trying to figure out how we can change that here. Because how are they partition S such that every substring of partition is a palindrome, return all possible palindromes of S. But how are they splitting this? They're just getting A, but then... Because really I could do a vector here. Right? Vector std string cur res. I don't know what to call this, like curvec res. We want curvec, not resvec. Curvec, right? Pass in our curvec here. Because really we're going to be passing in the same values then, right? Because we're going to be passing it in as a reference, right? It's going to be a reference to memory. So maybe do we not pass it in as a... I don't know. Like, I'm not sure kind of how to think about this here. Let's just pass it in as a curvec. Is that what we call it? Yeah. Pass it in here. Do you play Valorant? I have played before. I don't regularly play. I was more of like a Counter-Strike guy, but yeah, I would play. Yeah. I don't really play many games anymore because I've been so focused on my programming and learning and stuff like that. So I don't really play games in a long time, dude. I have an M.2 over here SSD that I have to replace my computer because look at this, bro. On my yeah, I can provide the list to lo-fi. Yeah, dude, I got you. My current Windows drive, because I dual boot Linux and Windows, my Windows drive literally only has 200 gigs of space. Like, so yeah, the lo-fi I use is this one here, bro. Lo-fi Spring. It only has 11 songs in it, but I kind of just rotate it. So fuck, dude. Yeah, this is the one on Spotify. So if it interests you. You like it, Rust? The lo-fi's fire, bro. So how we want to do this? Well, if cur.size is equal to 1, then curvec dot pushback cur see, I feel like this is wrong, but like this is technically incorrect here. Aditya, bro, what's up, dude? Yeah, interesting playlist. I do the same thing on my PC. I do boot and Ubuntu and Kali Linux, and on a laptop I run Windows 11. Yeah, it's tough, dude. So Aditya, what's up, bro? Good to see you again. We're working on Palindrome partitioning, bro. Get your Leetcode going, dude. Yeah, I like the playlist. Sweet, dude. It's dope. This is definitely incorrect what I'm doing here, but I'm just trying to make sure this works. We're pushing back our curvec, and then we're appending the... Let's just see if we can get it to run without errors. So, alright, so now here we'll do the same thing. Okay, cur.append si. No matching member function to append. Cur.append. So what is cur? Cur is a string. Let's look at this documentation again, because I don't remember what the method is. I think it's insert, maybe. Append to string. That's weird. Append character to string. Maybe it's push back. a few arguments. Yeah, we're missing our... Go back. Length of string is 16, so it's brute force. No, it's definitely not added TR. It's definitely a backtracking problem. Code.pop. What is it? Delete the last character. Code.pop back. Okay, finally, dude, we got it to run. Okay. I just, we're not appending anything, so, so I guess this check palindrome is not returning true, but we're not even getting a size of is equal to 1. So if it is 1, it's automatically a palindrome, so. Oh, I feel like maybe we're not returning anything because this is not a reference. I feel like we have to make this a reference. Because if it's a reference, then we're able to keep all our data here in scope. Nope. I know this is correct, right? I mean, this is just a simple palindrome check. I think it's something wrong with our backtracking function. But honestly, I'm not sure. Co.size. Shit, we're taking the wrong. This is S. That's why. I think that's our bug right there. Cloud identify S. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, I realize we can't do this here. I'm gonna have to pass the scene up here. Int N. Nope, that still doesn't work. Yeah, you know, honestly, I'm not sure, dude. This is where we probably want to ask Claude, dude, for some help. What's my bug here? You should identify several bugs. Incorrect base cases. Your base cases are wrong. You're checking if cur a single substring is a palindrome, but you should be checking if you've processed the entire string S. The correct base case is I is equal to S dot length. Okay. Right, so that is our proper base case. Okay, so let's write that down. If start is equal to S dot length, res dot push back, our current vector. Then we return. Right, so we're missing that, right? And we want to start, right? But we're passing in I. I guess we could probably rename this to start. I guess that probably does make a little bit more sense. Start. For int end is equal to start, end is less than s dot length. What is end here, dude? Oh, end is equal to start, end is less than s dot length, end plus plus. Right, so we're making another I here. Okay, I understand. Starting at 0. We're then looping here. We're making a new int I to make it local to this function that we're in. We set it to start. We loop. N plus plus. Then we create a new substring. S substring is equal to substring. Oh, we generate that substring. So I'm thinking about it wrong. I'm thinking about it using one string. That's probably not the way to think about it. So we have the 4 here. So we can get rid of this because we checked that inside. Check palindrome. What are we passing in? We're passing in now I and now J for the substring that we're looking at. Check palindrome substring. You want 0 being the start, and then our end here. Right, and we need to generate our substring here. Not int, sorry. Std string substring is equal to s dot substring. We go from start to end minus start plus 1. Start being where we're at. Now end being end minus start plus 1. Okay. We pass in our substring to the check palindrome. If it does return, we do all this. Now backtracking. So we can get rid of that. Guess we don't really need this anymore. That's correct. This is correct. But instead here, we're passing in our... I guess we can call this code too. I guess we'd probably call this substring, probably more. Our substring would be substring I, substring J, return false, increment, return true. That's good. Are we using cur anywhere in here again? Yes, we are. Cur push back. No, we want to do... Now we want to do curvec dot push back. Curvec dot pop back. We backtrack our res. So I feel like we can change this up a little bit. We need our curvec, we need our cur, we need our s, we need our intent, we need our start. Shit, dude. Res cur s I curvec n. I plus 1. Right, let's see what this does here. A reference to overloaded function on resolve. Did you mean at std string s dot? Yes, I did mean that. Why is that overloaded though? std string substring. What is wrong with this here? This syntax. I'm not sure. Am I calling the function wrong? S dot substring. Just not link the characters to extract. But it's not helping me here. Error reference to overloaded function. Reference to overloaded function. I'm not sure exactly what this error means, to be honest. Namespace issues. Start. Oh, and we want I here, that's why. No matching error function for pushback. We want to push back our substring, that's why. There we go. Okay. So we're still not outputting anything. HC string reference. We're not doing a reference anymore. Or are we? Maybe we are. If start is equal to s dot length, then we push back our curve vector. If our curve vec here, curve vec is a reference, right? Yeah, I'm not sure, dude. What is going on here? It's hard without a debugger, bro. Like, going through this shit in your head. Wrong loop bound. You're using I is less than n as you to the end of the string. For int I is equal to start, I is less than. S dot length. Oh, does dot size on a string return something different? Dot size string. I don't understand how this would be any different. Oh, he wants us to check substring dot length minus 1. Okay. Oh, undeclared identifier. Check palindrome. Oh no, so that's fine there. Why is this an s dot length? So we don't want s dot length minus 1. Oh, we're passing an n here. We want, so that's why we want substring.length. Whoops, forgot to do a function call. Okay, so, and then I think we need our for loop here. So let's think about that. Why did we need s.length here instead? Because s.length, so dot size is the same thing. So if I did dot size here, we'd also return everything, right? Yeah. So why not size minus 1? Because we're not trying to index the last value, I guess. So I guess we needed a little bit of help to get there in the end, but I feel like we had the right idea looping through this. Yeah. Definitely tough. It's because I skipped the last value else. Yeah. Tough stuff, dude. Tough stuff. See what the time is. 9:16. Yeah, we've been going about an hour. Still a little bit of project work. So I believe here what we were doing is what we left off last time is we wanted to design this class, right? But I'm not sure exactly what I want to include. So maybe we can brainstorm a little bit. Let's see here. Let's do CD of LS. CD alpha game LS. Running scripts is disabled on the system. What the fuck? The fuck are you talking about, dude? What the fuck is going on here? That is so weird. I have never seen that. Oh, dude. Oh, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. 1 second. 1 second. Take a look at Let's figure out this issue really quick. Debug this. CD dev, CD alpha game, CD Gemini, dude. I didn't tell you, bro. I have a technical interview on Monday, bro. If you're still in the stream. Let's stay my code base. Can you help me brainstorm some ideas of the design for the UI class? I want to include... Shit, guys, what do I want to include? I want to include... this is super vague. This is probably a shitty ass prompt. Yeah, I did the initial screening with shit. I had the initial interview with the HR manager. Not the HR manager, the software. I think it was like the IT director, to be completely honest. But I have a interview with the team, or like an engineer, on Monday. A technical interview on Monday. This interview today wasn't a technical interview. It was more of like a resume review, talk about my projects, talk about myself as a person, and yeah. And then Monday is the actual technical interview. So it's an hour long. So hopefully it goes good. This is such a terrible prompt. What should I put here? I'm like not being super... Let's think about here. What should I include? Tell me, Gemini. Give me some ideas, man. Guess we want to think about our UI.h class UI. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on here? Dude, look at Gemini like spaz out, dude. What the fuck is going on? Is Gemini even good for brainstorming, bro? I don't even know. Okay, here we go. This is better. So this is what Gemini's given me. Let's take a look. So it's a solid foundation. Yes, sir. I know that. First of all, it needs to be a self-referential pointer that isn't used and can be removed. Okay, I need that. Instead of creating a monolithic UI class, you can define different UI elements using components. This makes your UI system modular, data-driven, and consistent. I have to start learning design patterns. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna need to know mean, are you talking about like when you talk about design patterns? Are you talking about like the singleton and like the factory, the factory method and stuff like that when you're creating objects? Is that what you're talking about when you talk about design patterns, or are you like talking about more like system design stuff? UI transform component to handle 2D screen space positioning. Separate from the wall space transform component. Can have a UI image component displaying sprites and images in the UI, like a button backgrounds or icons. Okay. UI button component to make entities interactive. UI class is a system. Your class will then act as a system that processes entities with these UI components. Its responsibility to be initialized. This would be called once the setup of the UI system. On update, this method would be called every frame. It would iterate through the UI entities, check for interactions like mouse overs, click on buttons, update their state. I use free, bro. I'm too poor for that, dude. I don't pay for any AI stuff. I probably should, but I kind of, I'm not like super against AI or anything. I just like, you know, I want to learn, so I try and use it as least as possible. But for like designing classes and thinking about things, I like to use AI to kind of help me a little bit. You get paid for free, right? I don't know what you mean by that. You get paid for free, right? But they have a free Gemini code. I guess I call Claude code. I mean, that's what it's called, but Gemini code, where it's you can use stuff. But also, every frame after the main scene is rendered, it would iterate through the renderable UI components, so as with UI image, text component, and draw them to the screen. This ensures your UI is always drawn on top of the game world. Okay. Sounds good. I would have never thought about a component-based architecture, but Gemini has some student subscription. Oh shit, no, dude. Fucking no, dude. I don't use any of that shit, dude, to be completely honest. So constructor. We want a deconstructor, right? Oh shit, deconstructor. Right, so it'd be UI thingo is equal to default. I think maybe is it over here? Yeah, I think that's right. No. I mean, thanks for sticking around at it, yeah. Appreciate you hanging out on the stream, dude. You've been here most of the time, so yeah, so it's at the front here. Okay, let's move this, push this out here. Deconstructor. We want 3 classes, right? We wanted an initialize class. We wanted a void update class, right? We wanted a void, what was the other one? A render class. Yeah, now let's think about what exactly we want in these. We have an initialize class. Have we created that? No, we have not. Okay. Because of the stream, at least I get up every day at 6 a.m. and do my work or play FIFA. There you go, bro. That sounds awesome, dude. I really do appreciate you sticking around. I mean, you've really been the only one that's been sticking around on the streams, so appreciate you supporting me and helping me, dude. I really do appreciate that. So cheering me on, dude. So I guess we can get rid of this for now. We need access to our scene, right, in order to render everything in the scene. So We need to dependency inject that. I guess we want to call it, I guess. Like a m underscore scene. How do they do that over here? Oh shit, dude. My god. Let's go scene equal to pointer. Renderer m underscore renderer is equal to null pointer. Renderer. Fuck man, how the fuck do I spell this? Maybe it's SDL renderer. What are we doing? Scene.h. Where am I passing in all my pointers, dude? I don't even remember. Is it in the game.h? My sister also has an interview next week. If she gets a job, then I have an option to move to US. Oh wow, dude. That's cool, man. How does that work with like if your sister gets a role, like how does that work that you get to go too? SCD unique pointer. So this is where I create my pointers to everything. So would I have to change this to a shared pointer now that I'm using scene over here? That's what I'm not really familiar with. Scene pointer m underscore scene is equal to null pointer. Maybe not. I don't know. Like, I don't need to think about the part of wasting money on rent and stuff. It would be easier. Ah, okay. Okay, fair enough. That's true. UI stuff. Well, I know we would need a struct of what was it? UI transform component. We would need a struct of UI image component. That's what it says here. Plan here. We need a struct of our text component. Struct of our UI button component. Right, I don't know what we'd have in each, to be completely honest. Oh shit, we had it all up here already. Oh, see you later. I'm not sure if I want to study again and stop earning for a year or two. Yeah. What, so I assume you'd have to come to the US and study your master's, right? in order to be able to get a job here? Is that what I assume that you're saying, or? Cool, man. Yeah, yes, okay. That's tough, man. That definitely would suck, though, dude. It's tough being a student. Reflect object ownership in your architecture. The game class creates and owns the scene and render objects as a CD unique pointer. The UI class only needs to observe or borrow a reference to them to do its work. This shit always confuses me, bro. Let's see what comment here. Control. Observable relationships is the game class manages the lifetime of the UI object. Access the scene, we need access to renderer. Initialize scene, renderer. Okay, let's take a look at UI.cpp. Alright, so we would need UI initialize. We want to pass in what does it take in? Ooh, is that correct though? Yeah, scene, point of scene, renderer, point of renderer. Shit, dude. Okay, so initialize RCN. So we would do what? M underscore scene is equal to scene. to create our other functions here. So void update, void renderer, void render, and our void update. Dude, I'm tired, man. How much is the cheapest Netflix subscription there? Honestly, dude, I don't know. How much is Netflix USA? I think I have the premium plan. No, the standard plan costs $17.99. Yeah, $20, dude. Manager here. Put manager pointer. Oh, we need to include it. What is input manager in? /input manager.h. Here you have $2 only mobile or $4 option. Oh wow, dude, that's cheap, dude. That's crazy. Got input manager here. Manager pointer. Or like input or something. How are we getting access to the renderer here? I don't know. Wouldn't we have to include this? I don't know why, but constructor. Okay, so you fasten these objects here. Sorry, these pointers. Okay. Our update here now takes a input. We can add that. Manager.h. Take a look. Right, we need access to the input manager so we can process each of our events. But we'll be clicking on the screen instead, I assume. Even internet would be costly for you, right? Yeah, dude, I pay like 80 USD for internet, dude. It's kind of ridiculous. I need to pay $17 for 300 megabytes per month. Yeah, dude, that's insane, dude. Internet's costly here, bro. Internet is very costly. This function, so on update function, this function checks for mouse interactions with any entity and has a UI button component. It detects when the mouse is hovering over or clicking a button and updates the button state accordingly. When a click is detected, it invokes the onClick function attached to the button. Ah, shit, dude. So really, I guess we want to kind of plan out this function. So this function is going to have, so it's going to need some sort of collision, right? Mouse over on a button. It's going to need update state and invokes the onClick function. But cars like Tesla's at 37k USD there and 80k USD here. Yes, sir. Tesla. I was out in California last week, dude. The Teslas were insane. How many Teslas there were, dude? It was insane. So that's why we have our input manager here, right? Our UI initialize here. Maybe we should pass in also. Maybe we don't need to. UI manager. Is button press, is key down, is key pressed. Do we have a mouse one yet? I don't know. Get mouse state. Is button pressed. SDO get mouse state, null pointer, and SDO button mask. Llama, dude, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Get mouse state. Okay, so SEO get mouse state. We pass in a reference to M underscore mouse X, underscore mouse Y. How was San Fran? Dude, it was crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. It was, I have to start a project of AI course generator, but I feel learning code forces is more fun. Dude, it's up to you what you want to do, dude. I mean, I can see why you find competitive programming better, funner, better, more enjoyable. But yeah, Llama, it was good, man. I recorded a lot of clips, dude. I got really sick while I'm there, and I'm still really sick. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, man. Overall, it was really good. I was only healthy the first day I was there, and I was there about 5 to 6 days, and I was sick the whole time I'm there, and I'm still sick now. So I've been sick about 5 days, which is kind of ridiculous. I've never been sick for 5 days in my life. So this is new to me. Honestly, I think I got COVID, but I never tested, so I don't know. Ethan is now really sick, so he went home the other day. And he texted me today saying he feels really sick. He's got a sore throat and everything, so I think he's about to go through what I went through. That's why he's not on the stream. I actually see that he's not even on Discord. He hasn't been on Discord all day, so I think he's asleep because he's sick. So I kind of feel bad, but overall it was good, man. We did the programming. Yeah, we did the programming. We did for the first 2 days. It was really cool, man. We did the programming out of this place called Founders Inc. I guess I can show it here. So we did the programming out of this place called Founders Inc. It's really cool, dude. It's a San Francisco lab. They catered in lunch on the weekdays, dude. It was pretty cool. Took some videos inside, man. It was really cool. Yeah, this was the area we were in, dude. So there was like these restaurants in here, right? We were in this first building right here. This is originally like, I think, an army, Fort Mason, an army place. Like the San Francisco Bridge is right here, and Alcatraz was like right over here. But it was cool, man. It was like cool seeing a lot of people that were my age, man, like, you know, 23, 24. Like, you can see this, like, you know, a lot of kids that were like, I say kid, man, I'm a kid too, but a lot of people that were my age, 23, 24, working on their startups, and, you know, they were trying to pretty much, you know, making products to change the world, dude. And I thought it was really cool. You know, they use this Founders Inc. place as like an office for startups, because obviously I guess for your, I assume for your startup, you know, you don't really have any office space, so this Founders Inc. place is a place for startups to have free offices, dude. It's like run by this billionaire, and he caters food and provides area for people to work on stuff. Founders Inc. Yeah, it was cool, man. I did some stuff out here. Didn't realize it was $1,260 to join in, but looks like they got a YouTube channel here, dude. Yeah, it's cool, man. It was cool here. But yeah, it was just cool to see people work. Oh shit! It was cool to see people working on that. So, this is the billionaire guy, or the guy that runs it. This guy here. I saw him at his desk actually, but. I was going to tell you it looked like a military location, being in the military areas since childhood. Yeah, that's very cool. Someday I will visit there too. Yeah, dude, it was really dope. And then, you know, I went sightseeing, dude. Went to Alcatraz, dude. This is pretty cool, man. I was here, what, yesterday? No, 2 days ago. Yeah, man, it was incredible, dude. Coming out here, like, this is a cool building too, dude. Main prison bit. Yeah, waiting to see the video. Yeah, dude. Man, you guys don't even know how much footage I got. I was sick, but I still tried to grind out the footage hella hard, so I got a lot of footage. I'm gonna be editing it. I haven't started editing it yet. I think what I'm gonna do, because I'm really busy with classes and, you know, doing the live streams, I'm also working on doing a software engineering capstone class, so I'm building this like restaurant management system, and I'm the team lead for my group. So I gotta start planning that out too. So I'm extremely busy, you know. And I also go see my girlfriends on the weekends now too. So it's because she's moved closer, but you know, it's definitely super busy. But I will get out this video, I'm hoping, in the next couple of weeks, but it's gonna take a lot of effort for me to edit it, so, or potentially pay someone, but I have to find an editor and find someone, probably freelance or something. But it's just tough, dude. Once I start getting a job, dude, and I'm working a 9 to 5, I think I'll have a lot more time. But you know, it's just tough. I also work 20 hours a week too as a teaching assistant on campus, so dude, it's tough, dude. So, but yeah, man, I'm excited, dude. It's gonna be a sick video, dude. I plan to make it about like 5 to 7 minutes. Hopefully it's good, but you know, I got a shit ton of footage of us programming and you know, just kind of the sightseeing that me and Ethan did too. And, you know, I met Ethan for the first time. Take your time, bro. We will patiently wait. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Llama. Appreciate you guys supporting me, dude, on this journey. Oh, so Llama, dude, I got I have a technical interview on Monday for a job. So hopefully, an hour-long technical interview. So hopefully it goes well. I've been studying up for that too. So I don't know if there'll be any live coding. It's for a, like what I said last week, I think before I left, it's for a life insurance company. It's a pretty big life insurance company, but I wasn't told if there'd be a coding portion. I kind of want there to be a live coding thing, but I'm not sure. I don't know. So hopefully the dude likes me though. I don't know. The interviewer likes me. So I'm meeting with an actual software engineer. So I don't know. It will. You're very smart, bro. Thank you. What am I focusing on for that interview? Well, what am I focusing on? I am, I guess, focusing on my projects, right? Kind of going over the code a little bit so I can explain it a little bit better. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to go over my code, maybe. I'm also getting ChatGPT to give me, prompt me for, you know, just technical interviews based on my resume. So I was told by the HR, no, it wasn't HR, he was like the IT director, that he would be quizzing me on, you know, things that are listed on my resume. So things I've worked with, so like JavaScript, I assume, you know, C++ I have on my resume, so I guess he'd be asking me questions on C++, maybe a lot of object-oriented design questions, like kind of what you said. So just kind of getting familiar with all that stuff again, making sure I have that on top of my head. You know, just, you know, the differences between, you know, basic things, you know, the differences between each of the languages, the pros and cons, which is faster, you know, difference between dynamically and statically type languages. You know, again, stuff I've kind of gone over my resume, probably the ability to explain my projects. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. But I have a little bit of a Google document here, dude. Been working on today. Yeah, this was my kind of little bit of preparation, comparisons, writing down, you know, stuff. Advantages C++, disadvantages C++, you know, just kind of stuff about everything. You know, Firebase and Postgres, you know, the stuff I've worked with, my projects. Are you a U.S. citizen or a dual? I'm actually, dude. You know, just kind of basic stuff, REST APIs, you know, I don't know, SQL, NoSQL stuff, type languages, dynamic type languages, object-oriented programming stuff. So, you know, the 4 pillars of object-oriented programming, and be able to explain those. You know, what are they again? I guess here we go. These are tests. Abstraction, right? Polymorphism, inheritance, and fucking missing one of them. Shit, I have it on the top of my tongue, dude. What is it called? No, abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance. See, dude, I can't even remember the other one, dude. Honestly, I don't even remember it off the top of my head. I'd be able to explain it if they told me, but honestly, I can't remember sometimes. Encapsulation, dude. There you go. Okay. But yeah, that stuff, just kind of being prepared for that, is what I've been doing so far. So, Am I missing anything, Aditya? I don't know. Let me know. Because I don't know. I'm going for a position that requires a new grad position that requires 0 years of experience. So, but yes, Llama, to answer your question, I am not a US citizen. I am a Australian citizen and also a Croatian citizen. So I'm a European Union citizen, a European citizen, and an Australian citizen. I'm here in the US on a student visa. So I study here, and I plan to use my OPT, if you're familiar with that. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Don't worry. Dude, I'm an open book, dude. I don't really give a fuck. I'm on a student visa, so I plan to work for a little bit here. I mean, I paid for the student visa, and they have the option for OPT and stuff like that. So I plan to utilize that. So I'm hopefully trying to land a position on OPT. So the company that I'm talking to knows I'm Australian. So, you know, I think they're willing to work with my OPT stuff. So I guess we'll see. But I don't know. But right now I'm focused on the technical interview. So hopefully it works out. Croatian. Whoa. Yeah, dude. That's why my last name's so long, dude. Max Filipovic. So it's a Croatian name. My dad's Croatian. So yeah. Aditya, have you ever heard of the Australian company at Legion? I have heard of it, yes. My dad always wants me to apply to this company. But yes, I have heard of it. Why? Is this something... Yeah, let's take a look at their careers site, dude. Let's see what they got, man. Are they hiring here or something? Is that why you ask? Early careers, dude. We develop software. There we go. Let's browse their open roles, dude. I guess here we go. San Francisco. Oh, they do hire in the US too. Software engineer. Do they have any like new grad stuff? Junior? No. Where are you eligible to work? Australia. United States. I guess France. Yeah. Engineering. See, I don't know if do they have a new grad position? Look, dude, literally everything they're hiring for is like senior positions. I want to join it. It's remote only. Not sure in US whether it's remote. Yeah. To be honest, dude, believe it or not, dude, you guys might find this crazy, but I kind of would rather work in person than being remote. I know that sounds fucking crazy to some people, but I enjoy talking to people. So yeah, they're not even hiring for any junior positions right now, so everything's senior, bro. Senior, principal, distinguished. Like, bruh. Tough time, dude. Tough time. Oh, graduates, dude. Here we go. Maybe I should apply for this. This position is not eligible for F1 or J1 students. Okay, there we go. So there you go. It doesn't even work for me. So totally remote. There you go, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I might wait for one to come out in Australia. This is all US, dude. Jeez, they already post their software engineering intern. It's crazy. In India, I spent 3 hours a day in my car in traffic, so remote is better. Yeah. That's crazy, bro. Drew is way better than ALM / version 1 shit, haha. Yeah, dude. But yeah. Yeah, let's do the zip really quick, man. 2, 3, 4. Nope, that doesn't work. Shit, dude. So I must go this way. 1, 2. No, dude. What, bruh? Oh, we need to come around here. So 1, 1, 2. Oh, dude, I totally messed this up, bruh. 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. Oh, jeez, man. What is going on here, dude? Oh, maybe we go 9. Bro, dude. I'm getting cooked on this, dude. Oh. Oh, bro. I'm so bad, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, dude. I got cooked on that, dude. That's alright. Usually I'm faster, but it's whatever. But yeah. I guess coming back to this. Probably gonna end the stream here, guys, just because after 10 left and top. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, guys, just because I'm honestly really tired and I gotta still make dinner here and it's 10 o'clock and I gotta be up early for the gym. So appreciate everyone that's been sticking by. We're gonna continue working on this project little by little. I know we don't really get a lot done every day, but you know, as long as we're making progress, like I plan to kind of stream a little bit of the restaurant management system with my friend where I'm working in a team of people. So yeah, plan to work on a little bit on that on stream too. So maybe there'll be more people in the Discord while I work on it. So should be fun. Get better, bro. Thank you, man. Still sick. So appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow, dude.